How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. It looks like this is going to be a very interesting week, a crazy week for crypto. It's already gearing up that way and looking that way as we're approaching 68,000 again. We were around 68,500 yesterday. There's a lot going on, a lot of things that are happening in the next few days. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. So that way you can see future videos just like this one. Hit the bell notification so you can see as soon as I post a video, it'll notify you. Also, there are a couple links down there. If you want to trade cryptocurrency, which the best time to trade crypto is typically a bull run, you can use the link underneath the video to Margex. They have an airdrop that's going on for a little bit longer. So they reloaded this for, I think, about another 5 or 6 days. If you want to take part in this, you can use the link underneath the video. There's also a link to CoinW where you can trade cryptocurrency via futures, and you can also trade spot as well. They also have a big airdrop going on right now, so definitely check that out underneath the video as well. So right now, Bitcoin's price is doing fairly well. I mean, it's down about $1,000 from the peak yesterday, so I don't think we can complain too much. This is after it moved up from just 63.5 on the 19th. Which was Friday. So big move up. We heard yesterday that Biden's dropping out of the race. That created some uncertainty. We fell and then we moved back up. We actually fell all the way down to 65.7. Then went all the way back up $3,000. Now we're getting some news. So let's just go over some of the news and some of the big events happening this week. First of all, we continue to see companies buy more and more Bitcoin. Metaplanet purchased an additional 20.38 Bitcoin, and they continue to stack. They have 245.99 Bitcoin. Now, this doesn't really move the markets much now, but this continues to happen. And as more and more companies do this, as they consistently put cash flow into Bitcoin, that does cause the price to go up. These are long-term holders typically. This is ETH ETF launch week. Trading will begin on Tuesday, so we just have to wait till tomorrow. You don't really have much time if you want to change your position in ETH. I mean, like I said, you have 1 day before these start kicking off. The reason I bring that up is we know that Grayscale had a massive overhang with Bitcoin. They may have something similar with ETH. If I remember right, I think they have around 10 billion in assets for ETH. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I remember. So there's a significant amount of ETH there if people want to dump it, but that might be short-lived, just kind of like the Bitcoin ETFs were. Now, this is still a good step in the right direction because it allows people to get spot exposure to a crypto asset. And this is an altcoin, right? This is not Bitcoin. So this is a big move for the SEC to allow this in the first place, and maybe signals that there are going to be more in the future. This also will give institutions some indication whether this is going to continue to happen, where people want exposure to this risky asset class, as opposed to maybe this was just a one-off with Bitcoin. Okay, let's get into the rumors. These are the interesting ones. Elon Musk posts laser eyes. This is at the same time that he landed in Tennessee. Now, why is Tennessee important? Well, Nashville is the site of the Bitcoin conference that starts in 3 days. So a lot of people are thinking maybe he's going to be at the Bitcoin conference. David Bailey, the CEO of the Bitcoin conference, has been alluding to a lot of crazy things happening. This is also the same week that we see Tesla's earnings. Okay, this Tesla earnings are tomorrow, 2 days before the Bitcoin conference. Maybe there's something important that he's going to tell us about Bitcoin. I don't know whether it's that. I mean, there are a couple things that they could do, which is they could accept Bitcoin as payment again, or they could buy Bitcoin. I suppose they could sell Bitcoin too, but it doesn't seem like that's very likely. But yeah, just really interesting. I want to hear your thoughts too in the comment section about blue laser eyes. I mean, typically in the past we saw red or orange laser eyes, but let me know what you think Elon Musk is doing. Is he going to the Bitcoin conference? Did they buy some more Bitcoin? Yeah, just let me know in the comments. At the same time, we continue to see more and more Bitcoin being bought up by the Bitcoin ETFs. I mean, this is just this month so far. Look at this. Massive amount of flows. I mean, we're talking about billions of dollars, $2.6 billion already in July. Hopefully another strong week. I think that would push us up maybe to new highs, maybe to a new all-time high, maybe just to 70,000-ish. Keep in mind, we have seen in the past some local highs around the Bitcoin conference. So yeah, you just have to be a little bit careful. You don't want to buy into all the hype. Whenever there's a bunch of hype, keep in mind that maybe you want to take a little bit of profit. Not saying that you should. I'm just saying typically those are local highs. You can also see China is about to inject some serious liquidity into the market. This might push up risk assets. So typically we see bottoming out around July, to be clear. Like China liquidity injections usually increase right after July. So maybe global liquidity moves up. I mean, that's what we typically see anyways. When Bitcoin's doing well, typically it's because of global liquidity. So would not be surprised if global liquidity ticks up for Bitcoin to do quite well. That's why I'm always careful about saying maybe you should take some profits, because I am still very bullish on Bitcoin. But you have to remember, when there is so many rumors, so much intrigue about what's going to happen next, sometimes that stuff doesn't pan out and then people feel a little let down and take profits. Now, there are rumors circulating too, including possibly Larry Fink being the Treasury Secretary, which is a very important position. I covered that in yesterday's video, but there's just a lot of rumors going on out there. There's a lot of excitement around the Bitcoin Nashville event. I think it's going to be really interesting. I think there's going to be good news that comes out during this event, and there's going to be I think there's going to be fundamentally good news. So be on the lookout this week. We have some big earnings, like I said. There are other companies announcing earnings too. I believe Google's this week, Amazon's next week, Microsoft's this week. So yeah, just be ready. I'm not sure, exactly if there's going to be some massive shakeup, like Tesla announcing that they bought more Bitcoin or some other company announcing it. But keep in mind, in less than a month too, we have the filings that show us what hedge funds were buying the Bitcoin ETFs, what entities were buying the Bitcoin ETFs. We have another CPI, PPI print coming here soon, PCE print coming here soon in a couple weeks. So there's a lot of stuff going on. You want to be dialed into this market. You want to be paying attention because things can change very quickly, as we can tell, because just a couple weeks ago we were at new local lows. Now we're approaching new highs and a lot of people are excited. So be ready. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.